Similarly, we also had uh, charts, right? All filter reactive charts, the charts which will change. And we decided that yes, for risk stratification, we want a donut. We can also have a pie chart, not a problem. For BMI categories, I want a bar chart, right? And it's on you, whichever chart you are comfortable, you can instruct. Whichever chart is logical and you're comfortable, you can instruct that. So average my macros by diet type, and I want to see group bar chart from mean protein, carbs, fiber, etc. Right? And again, it is showing this one. If you see that I have different diets and what kind of protein intake, carb intake, etc. Diet these individuals with different diets are taking, right? And then a BMI versus HbA1c scatter plot, which we see that, and the recommended actions, which again the nutritionist has recommended. We wanted to see as a horizontal bar chart, and we are able to see that. So let's say we filter it at 61, all only females. We have 60 patients with 61 plus females, right? And let's say on keto diet, only three. So for keto diet with three individuals, we have recommended one to increase the water intake and other to improve sleep hygiene, right? Similarly, we also had a patient register table. As I told you, we can also have tables. So these are the tables. And within that table, we wanted patient profile drawer as well. So patient profile drawer is a slide in panel from the right. So I slide it. It comes, if I click the patient, it comes from the side as a slide. And then it tells you the individual patient level scenarios as well, right? Which we have instructed it here. And we have said that you automatically give elevated warnings against these screening flags, which you can see this in the red, right? And we decided the rules for that as well, right? And in a footer, we said, okay, you can have the footer has why it is showing red flags because of this levels that we have decided, right? And again, as I told you, it will have a front end, a back end, and a database. So it has no frameworks currently, right? It is only an HTML file. Again, if you will create this once in cloud, you will keep on updating the data. The dashboard will also keep on getting updated as simple as that, right? So I'll paste this particular prompt in the chat box as well, so that you can save the chat prompt. But as I told you, if you're having a premium subscription of cloud, it will work faster for you. Otherwise, with the free subscription, it is going to take time to create such a dashboard, because it requires it requires AI to work a lot for this kind of a dashboard, right? So I'll quickly share this first as a prompt so that you can also analyze it, read it as a prompt. I think there is a limit of the words that we have. So I'll try and attach a file. Okay. So Brajesh ji said that can we find for individual patient also these parameters in this way? Yes, sir, of course you can. So for example, you can, so I'll again share my screen first because I've shared the prompt now. So I'll again share my screen first. Okay. So So as I told you, sir, that we can have this dashboard. The above panel can be dedicated as a summary for a lot of patients, so that we get these insights. And the below panel, we can create a patient register. Again, I only prompted this to create this patient register. I can also have many variables on the right, but I wanted, okay, these are the important ones. Let's only have this on the top, right? So if I open any patient, or let's say I want to have a look at patient ID 041, right? I think it's 0004, wait, B0042. Or let's say I'll filter a high risk patient who is I'll just reset these filters. Okay, so I have only two patients who are at low risk, are in healthy category, and are on high protein diet, right? And I'll go down, see the patient register. So I also have the entire patient uh, data here as a patient register. And if I'll go back to prompt, I'll show you that where did we enter that. I also want to need what. Yes. So if we see that we entered a prompt that we also need a slide in panel from the right, right? With header with patient ID, gender, age, risk, right? Next step this, and we also need all these values, right? And if there is nothing trigger, we also need to see the screen flag confirmation. We also need to see group details, right? In anthropometrics, diet and intake, lifestyle. Vitals, clinical condition, each as tidy label value rows, right? So we said that we also need to see everything under these labels, right? And you can also use a few innovative ways if you have to see this data something in something else way as well, right? So again, though we have patient register which we can easily see these values for a lot of patients, and once we open it, we have categorized all the data into these heads and with flags as well. Flags also, screen flags also, we defined it. So for example, the other patient which I just represented had many other flags, but this patient is only having two flags, which is LDL cholesterol high and fiber intake which is low, right? So I would be happy to take any other questions if we have.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes. So can I answer this first? That someone said that can you explain terms like what is KPI? So KPIs, I'll come back to you in a minute. So
Yes, sir.
KPIs are key performance indicators. So again, I am not an expertise in nutrition, right? I am not a nutritionist, right? So in your field, if you believe that you want to see this key performance indicator for let's say for an automobile, let's say for different cars that someone is testing, an automobile engineer who is into testing, let's say average fuel performance per liter can be one of the KPI, right? So whichever values you want to see, okay, this is my key performance indicator for my domain, you can have them on the top, right? So once you will filter and select a subgroup, it will highlight all the key performance indicator of that group, right? So let's say someone who is into poultry industry doing poultry research, right? So even if so, okay. So Soma asked that how to start giving prompt in cloud or any work you explain on blank sheet from starting basic things. Perfect. So trust me, Soma, what I did was I first asked cloud that this is the data, you create an ideal dashboard, right? And then give me the prompts for this dashboard. And then from that basic prompts, which Cloud only gave me, I designed a much more better dashboard. So it was such an easier thing for me. So I said, Cloud, this is the data. You create a dashboard. What has to be ideal things? You give me a prompt. Then I sat on that prompt for 1 or 2 days. I thought, okay, I can do this innovative things. I can have this KPI, not something. This are these stats copyable in academic writing? Of course, if you are using, I'm not saying chats are copyable, but if the journal allows you to see, you do not have to share the prompt, but right, but in ethical use of AI, you can of course reveal that you have done this analysis, or you have interpreted this analysis from or let's say this kind of analysis is done from this AI tool. So a lot of journals today allow you to disclose that what and where you have used AI, and you take the complete responsibility of it, and you have not written things from AI, but of course, for ideation, for analysis, for proofreading, or let's say for grammatical errors, you have used AI. Right. So as Soma asked, again, I'm telling you that you can ask Cloud to create a dashboard, take the prompt from there, improve that prompt, and this is you can do that in a few hours as well. Right. So I improved, so I got 50% of this prompt from Cloud, and I only added things. I wanted this, I wanted that, I wanted this, experimented, added it, and then I had an extensive dashboard with me. Right, someone else was also asking something. I'm so
Sir,
sorry, I
what is
didn't
the
saw the.
role of the
Hello.
hashtag and the asterisks?
Excuse me, sir. I just
Yes,
want to ask, just you have shown a field sheet of Claude, but
yes.
can you give a demo on such as an online stream
Okay,
from you start from the beginning in working Claude, and so
perfect,
that we
perfect.
can see how can we use the Claude.ai
Okay,
for our
perfect.
work.
Perfect, perfect. I can show that, and I think we have few minutes, so I'll also show that. Right. Again, if you're not Shravani, if you're not using hashtag, it does not matter. You can also use, let's say, dotted lines. I wanted to explain Cloud that this is the next section. So I went as hashtag this different sections, right? If you will use chat GPT to make commands, it will show you dotted lines for the next section. So you are making it much more easier for Cloud to understand that, yes, this is the next instruction, and so on. Right. So I'll
Okay.
go back to Cloud as Soma requested. And what we'll do is, okay. Okay, so I'll change. I also have the initial dashboards which I created. Okay. So let's say I'll pick up another prompt. So just a minute. Yes. So I'll pick up another prompt from here which I use, so that we can see another dashboard. Right? This has different KPIs and different filters as well. Of course, if you say that what KPIs, what filters, you will have to be innovative in that. Of course, you can also ask AI that, okay, what should be the important filters, and then you can change it. Right. So I'll pick this prompt from this chat. So what I have done so far in this chat is only I have only uploaded the data set and created.
Can
Yes.
you write like create a database of gender
Perf-
in the arid region?
yes, I have created this database from this particular. So do you want to create a dashboard or a database?
Sir, I just want to create a
D-
dashboard
Dashboard.
for
Great, great.
gender disaggregated data in arid region. Can we create it?
Okay, so we already have that, right? Gender aggregation, we already have that in this dashboard, right?
So that's a field sheet. Actually, I want to
Huh?
study how to fill or give command in Claude for creating a gender disaggregated database.
Uh,
So
da-
how I will write and
exact.
what kind
If
of database it will be.
exactly, what do you want to achieve? If you can tell me that.
Sir, I just want to create a
Hmm.
gender-based database of arid region
Dashboard.
of arid region, a dashboard having a
Okay, so
gender disaggregated data of
understand that.
arid region.
Yes, great. Understand that for any prompt, any let's say any dashboard that you're creating, you will require a base data set first, right?
Okay.
So you will have to feed in data. So this data is coming from the data which I have shown you on this database. The base of this the base of this dashboard is the data of these 300 patients, right? So
Yes,
once
yes,
you have
yes.
the data of arid regions, you can create any dashboard, right? So if you can tell me a prompt, I can also ask Cloud to create a data set first. So let's do that, right? So you tell me what different variables you want in that data set.
You can give
Yes.
first is gender, how many males and females, what are
Okay.
their educational, yes, educational details, their,
For what is the main theme of this data set? If you can tell me. Arid,
it is
you said
activity profile.
activity profile data set.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
For different
Different genders.
that should have, let's say that should have the variable gender. I'll also share the prompt for the data set which I created, because I also gave a command that, okay, I'll show you this, that yes, I want all these variables like I'm doing it right now, right? And these were my requirements, that I want people from only 18 to 80 years and so on, right? So though we are not doing this much detail because we want to go a little bit faster, but we will name all the variables and let Cloud generate that data. So variable gender and what then? Education, and then what?
Their activity profile, uh, their farm
Profile, farm, holding,
holding size,
and
whatever assets they are having.
assets. Then
These are, I think,
okay.
enough.
So
Sachin
let's
can create a
see.
basic database.
Yes, perfect. Now also understand the lower number of variables that you have. Uh, the more basic would be your dashboard, right? If you have many variables, the dashboard will also be extensive. So because we are just doing it for example, so we are only going to take these variables,
Yes.
right? Or let's say I should have also said that do it for, let's say, 60 individuals. It will do it faster for 60 individuals. So earlier one I did it for 300. Hi, Ananya. I do not, because in the meantime, I can also answer your doubt, right? Uh, I can date. First of all, Akansha asked, can data interpreted using AI tools? And of course, you can interpret. You cannot avoid AI, right? So you can use AI to interpret data, but the ultimate decision maker, whether that interpretation is right or wrong, lies on you. For example, I teach business analytics. Ask students to continuously use prompts to analyze something, and sometimes even AI misses major details, right? Because you throw in some pictures sometimes, you throw in some graphs sometimes, and it won't be able to capture everything, right? So of course you can do analysis, but the ultimate responsibility of making sure that that particular analysis is accurate lies on you, right? So Soma, we have this particular data set ready for you, right?
Yeah.
And either I can give a detailed prompt like I have shared, right? Or we can create, or we can also give that, use an artifact, a simple prompt
Sir,
as that. Yes,
this
tell me.
data set is ready.
Yes.
Yes. And now how I can create bar charts
Dash.
or
Okay,
different
dashboard.
visuals from this?
Yes, we are doing that, right? So I'll say use an artifact to create an ideal dashboard for this data set, because we have less time, so we are giving the most basic details that we could do. It will not create a great dashboard out of this because we have not provided enough details, but definitely it will create a dashboard using artifact, right?
Sir, what is an
S-
artifact?
Artifact is one of the feature there in cloud which helps you create basic
Graphs or
websites,
visual
basic
display?
apps, yes, displays, dashboards, etc. So if you will explore uh, cloud on the left, it will show you projects, chats, and artifacts as well, right? So artifacts will have multiple feature. You can explore this. So using cloud, is there any way to reduce AI and plagiarism detection? Okay, so Ananya, my response to this would be that it's better if you do not write it using AI, right? You can of course generate ideas, do analysis, etc. But write it on your own, and then I don't think so you will have any need to reduce plagiarism, etc. Uh, Turnitin will never say that this is a plagiarized work if you only
So
ideate it and analyze using AI.
one.
Right, so we'll just wait for another 2 minutes. It
Sir,
will, yes, yes, tell me.
sir, I wanted to ask if we write the content in Word, like it's in our own
Hmm,
words, but for
hmm,
grammar and for
hmm,
improving the
hmm, hmm,
sentence formation,
hmm,
if you want to take AI's help, will it
hmm.
be detected in the plagiarism detector?
If you ask AI to make sentences, then yes, because understand that Turnitin is okay. So I have also reached the 5 hour limit. So I think I won't be able. I'll try it with Sonnet. I think we'll be able to do that.
I also want to ask one more question.
Yes.
Sir, what
Just
is
a
the
minute.
difference?
Just a minute. I'll just run this once again, and then maybe if we see this. Yes. I think I'm very sorry, Soma. This if you do this, you will get a day dashboard, which is the next thing. But because I have expired my credits for the day, that is why it did not generated the dashboard. But the next step is to just write this. You will have a dashboard, and then you can ask Cloud to give prompts for this, right? Once Cloud will give you prompt for that, you can modify those prompts in order to improve that dashboard, right?
Sir, I also
Hmm.
want to ask one more
Yes,
question.
please,
Actually,
please, please do that.
we generally use ChatGPT for such kind of work. So, what is the basic difference between, because ChatGPT also creates such sheets and different
Great,
graphical representations for the
great,
data. So, what
great,
is the
great.
difference between Claude and GPT output?
Correct. Currently, I use Cloud only for, see, ChatGPT also has certain advantages. Cloud has certain ones, right? Cloud is very innovative, it has a much more proficiency in creating documents. So if you want to create Word documents, templates, dashboards, active Excel worksheets, Cloud is much better than ChatGPT or Gemini or other tools, right? And if you want to create text and you want to prompt and create text, certain images, etc., then Cloud might not be. But if you want to create active sheets, active Excels, certain, let's say, templates, directly using Word documents. You want to create dashboards, you cannot create such dashboards in ChatGPT, right?
Yes.
So that is I think the main difference. Also, someone asked that can we reduce plagiarism if we use ChatGPT to write the text? What happens? Understand that plagiarism, Turnitin also has certain rules when they detect plagiarism. What are those rules? They see, okay, what is the average length of different sentences, right? So average length of different sentences when humans write it, usually the standard deviation is more. We write one sentence of 8 words, next one will be 26 words, next one will be 14 words. But AI does not do that, right? AI will keep on writing sentences of almost the same length. Standard deviation will be less. One detection. Second detection, AI will keep on using the same tense, right? We as a humans keep on changing the tense, right? Then AI will in every context use same type of words, right? And when we imagine and write, we use different types set of words and so on, right? So definitely, Turnitin is not doing something great. It is only finding whether you have generated it or whether AI. And it also make mistakes. So sometimes even Turnitin is not able to analyze that whether it is written by AI or whether it is written by ChatGPT. But my take on this is you can use this for ideation. You can use this for, of course, taking analysis. Wherever you have to reveal it in the right way in your research paper, you can do that. For example, Elsevier journals, all the Elsevier journals right now have a section that you reveal the ethical use of AI, in which way you have used it, and you take the utmost responsibility of it, right? And you are taking the responsibility of it. So my take is that if you use it for ideation, if you use it for generating something, not text, not the exact text, but if you write everything on your own, then improve it through Grammarly, right? It will never be a problem of plagiarism. And of course, in that way, you uh, keep on acknowledging the works of all the other authors that you have used,
So,
right?
sir,
So it will not
Grammarly.
cover any type of plagiarism.
So, sir, if we do the sentence correction in Grammarly, it is not it is not detected as
No,
plagiarism.
no, 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 neither plagiarism nor AI. You're just
Okay,
correcting your
that's great.
sentences, right?
Thank you.
Rather, Grammarly many times will tell you that you are using significantly many times. Now you can use a different word here,
Okay, thank you, sir.
right? So I can see that in chats there are no more questions. I'm very sorry for this. I hope if we would have seen this data set, it would have given much more confidence to the learners. So that is why I had at least one data set in backup created. I'll also show you a few more which I tried to create to improve mine. In the last thing is this. I'll try to discuss this. So I created different prompts and different data sets which I wanted to create. So for example, I'll show you this one. This one was a better one, right? So I created this. I took the prompts from here, created a better prompt, right? So this had all these KPIs, right? And then filters with gender, age group, right? And then I thought I should do more, right? So I again gave a different prompt and created a different dashboard. So after three or four dashboards, I could realize that, okay, what do I need?